It's time, y'all. Yeah. Y'all made the movie Color Purple? Well, we talking about slavery. We've been here for 400 years and ain't nothing changed. The struggle still is here. The struggle is the same. The Jews was in Egypt for 400 years. The clock was ticking. The clock is ticking now. Marcus Garvey tried to leave America. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking now. Like I said, y'all made the movie Color Purple. That was a fictional movie. This is a factual movie. And it's all covered in time. The Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. Art and activism. Activism ain't terrorism. Racism don't work without black cooperation. We got a black state's attorney, a black mayor, black councilman, black governor, black, but we still at the back of the bus. Got a story called Shorty. My number ain't changed. I've been writing stories about Baltimore since 2006. Governor O'Malley approved a program, Get Shorty. Sheila Dixon's part of Governor O'Malley's mom machine. So is Ivan Bates. Ivan Bates was on WEEA radio today, so I'm giving you tickets. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts, and that's Dr. Kaye. That's me. I'm an activist, and this is activism. You feel me? That's Kaylin Young. That's Kaylin Young. That's my mother. On February the 1st, 2011, my mother died from cancer. On February the 2nd, 2011, I blew the whistle on Governor O'Malley and the mom machine, the money behind mass incarceration. Kaylin Young got all my information. Like I said, y'all made the movie Color Purple. I got a movie too. It's all about you. And I did it through Facebook. Facebook made the books. Facebook made that book. I made this book. It's a time to pee. It's a time to pee. This is Facebook 2011. No. And that's Facebook. That's Facebook. That's through the legal lens. And I'm selling tickets. That's Governor Westmore. And that's TJ Smith. It's a crossword puzzle because y'all in the crosshairs of this information. You feel me? It's called Potty Training Politician. That's my granddaughter, Dania. You stole me from my family. It's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. National Constitution Day. This movie is covered under the First Amendment of the Constitution. Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. Right here. 2015. 10 years I've been doing this. All right? 10 years. See that? Duane G. Davis, Mayor Stephanie Rollins Blake, Interim Commissioner Davis, Baltimore City Council, all right? President, candidate, Martin O'Malley. That's my visitors pass to City Hall. And that's me on the House of Cards. I'm the cook. Go check out the episode. Jodie Foster was the producer or the director. Jodie Foster. That's Ed Mulitalo from the Ravens. That's Ozzie Newsome from the Ravens. That's M&T Bank. See the big picture? I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. You feel me? Yeah, from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. So I made a movie out of it. A Hollywood production. You feel me? A Hollywood production. Date, scene, take. Take one. Take one, that's Governor O'Malley. Take two, that's Ozzie Newsome in my store. Take three, this is our elected officials, our Maryland Black Caucus, our black leadership protecting white supremacy. The struggle is real. Yeah, these are elected officials, and I petition my government and our officials for exoneration. It's been 20 years a slave. You stood up for Tennessee, but won't open your mouth about me. This is black leadership and how they protecting white supremacy. This is the struggle bus. All right. That's me and Devin Allen. See the picture here? Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's an old friend of mine. Shh. All right. That's me. Activism ain't terrorism. You feel me? I'm in the front lines of this. That's Governor Ehrlich and me. I'm a black Republican. I joined the Republican Party to make you deal with racism. You feel me? I joined the Republican Party to make you deal with racism. That's my son Neil and my son Philip. I made them carry that toilet in Washington, D.C. I made them carry it in New York. I made them carry it everywhere because I was punishing them. I made them carry that toilet and it was a campaign of public shame. I was shaming them. Ask them. Neil Smith and Philip Tyree Davis. Yeah, the campaign of public shame. I was showing you about juvenile justice system and the courts and the corruption in the courts. Yeah. And Ivan Bates. Ivan Bates was working for Jessamy when my son was incarcerated. Yeah. You can go check all the records. Neil Smith and Tyree Davis. Boys Village, Hickey. Yeah. Juvenile justice system. This is Starbucks and Shorty. We will confront racism to create a more inclusive and just world. We stand in solidarity with our Black partners, customers, and communities. That's Governor Hogan. I got Governor Hogan on video. I got Governor Hogan. Yeah. Governor Hogan had me removed from the ballot in 2014. Brian Vaith and Duane Davis. Google search it. That's voter suppression. Like I said, it's a time to pee. Yeah. That's Brent Jones from the Baltimore Sun. That's WMAR when I was doing block parties up in Park Heights. And that's Chuck D and Shorty. It's a time to pee. See the big picture here? Art and activism. The art of protest. This is activism classes. That's Chuck D in my toilet. And that's the First Amendment of the Constitution. Freedom of speech. That's the Constitution. And these are elected officials. It's going to kick you in the head with this. Clippinger know all about this. Ferguson and me did a video on the first day of session last year. Yeah. And me and Miss, Delegate Lewis was in front of the convention center. That's Kaylin Young. That's Kaylin Young. That's Dr. K, WEA Radio. Like I said, I'm not selling wolf tickets. This is activism classes. Moses parted the Red Sea. Shorty parted some rednecks. That's Speaker of the House, Pena. All right. And this is the University of Resilience, the Resilient University. See, I got I got some kind of thing where I can't read very well, so I'm a visual learner. But Doctor was my customer, and his wife worked for T. Rowe Price. The doctor was my customer when he first came to town. I did his house party. Ask him about me. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. All right. We want to talk about the school to prison pipeline. Stop closing the schools that are producing for the community. All right. Black Arts District, art and activism. Racism don't work without Black cooperation. Equity and civil rights. This is Resilient University, and I'm a resilient university. Is that the right word? So I'm giving classes in activism. That's the Baltimore Teachers Union. Ask Diamond Tay about me. That's Natasha, the public defender. See the date, 2022. Black Americans, 13% of the population, 14% drug users, 56% of the prison population. Michelle Alexander wrote a book about the new face of old Jim Crow. She wrote a book. I made a movie. This is to prove I was making a movie. All right, that's Notarized, 2012, Commode Motion. It's a time to pee. And that's Scott Schellenberger. He had this information. Let's go to the grand jury, and he got to bring that information. Art and activism, the art of protest. This is about the school to prison pipeline. That's Tim Williams. And that's the Baltimore Brew. And Fern Shin got this information. Fern Shin been shielding this. That's FCC violations by the Baltimore Sun, by the Baltimore Brew, by WJZ. Yeah, whoever printed a story about me and didn't tell the truth is FCC violations. That's Anthony McCarthy. He ain't here no more. But WEEA Radio is. We talking about the haves and the have-nots. That's President Trump. And right here's the email, 2019. All right. Dear Governor Hogan, it's all right here. And if you go to Ryan Dorsey's a witness. Ryan Dorsey used to come to my store when he was a young boy. Ask him about me. I've been in business for almost 30 years. Ryan Dorsey been knowing me for at least 20. You made the movie Color Purple, but you locked me up for making Letters of Zion. The haves versus the have-nots. Oprah Winfrey can make a movie, but I can't. Ivan Bates can make a movie, but I can't. Yeah. The haves versus the have-not. The Color Purple. Who gonna tell the story about us? Who gonna tell the story about us? Cause Oprah ain't. Ivan Bates ain't. We don't tell our own story. It won't be told. If you wear the mask, you gotta put in the work. 2026, I want exoneration of the Supreme Court. Cause when the movie come out, I ain't gotta change nobody's name. I told y'all when y'all started this, I got more time than you got dirty money. Clock is still ticking. Racism don't work without black cooperation. 400 years a slave. I've been a slave for 40 years. March 3rd, 2026 is 40 years. I turned in guns and drugs to the police to end the war on drugs, to stop the violence that you're experiencing today. Yeah, it's my contribution to the conversation. Never mess with a black man's family. Never mess with his mother. So go directly to John Stinnett and get that cardboard cutout. Go directly to John Stinnett. Go directly to Kaylin Young. Go directly to Kaylin Young and get my paperwork. Go directly to Senator Antonio Hayes and get my book, I Am Dred Scott. It's a time to pee. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about Shorty tomorrow. I promise you.